Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another LinkedIn local event. In this session, we will learn an in demand skill where you can use and working remotely under the new normal. You will learn on how to configure and build high converting funnels using the number one funnel builder on the market, which is the ClickFunnels. Okay, I'd like to introduce our guest sharer for this evening. She is a call center agent turned funnel builder, and now she's working with some of the biggest and best names in the digital marketing industry in more than 10 countries. I'd like to introduce to you Miss Raisa Santos. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So I'm super excited for this live training. Thank you for having me. Thank you to Mechanical Web and to Sir Joe Mark for having me. All right, good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are super excited because I am really excited for this live training. And like what Nelsie said, we'll talk more about converting landing pages and ClickFunnels, my most favorite funnel builder. All right. So, yep, I'm just really super excited. Hope you guys are. And just give me like an hour or 2 hours. And I promise you that you'll learn how to build high converting landing pages 10 times faster using Click Funnels. All right. So, yep. So that's our topic for tonight. And again, thank you to Mechanical Web team, to Sir Jomark for inviting me. So, all right. So I just want uh to tell you guys now, if you are on Facebook or if you guys are doing something else, I want you guys to kind of focus muna, give me like an hour or two to learn more about funnel building. All right. So let's remove all distractions muna for like 2 hours and focus on this live masterclass. Okay. So all right. So I'm going to teach you how to build funnels faster using ClickFunnels by showing you the exact process I used to build and design funnels without spending tons of time and energy. So basically, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do stuff. Okay, I'll show you how I build funnels my way. So I'm gonna share you tips and tricks na ginagamit ko personally to build funnels. And hopefully, you guys will learn something from this training. All right. And by the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. And don't worry kasi we'll have naman Q&A at the end of this masterclass. But feel free to ask questions, drop them in the comments below. All right. Okay, yeah. So before we start, I want to introduce myself. Brief introduction for those of you who doesn't know me yet, because this is the first time that I'll be doing a live LinkedIn training. Normally, I do this Facebook, right? Facebook groups, Facebook profile, Zoom, and stuff like that. But this is the first time that I'll be doing this on LinkedIn. So super excited. And again, for those of you who doesn't know me yet, my name is Riza and I worked as a call center agent for different BPO companies for 5 years. So you can call me a call center hopper because I've worked with so many BPO companies before. Nag-work ako with Sitel, Convergys, Teletech, StarTech. Ang dami kong napasukan na call center before ako napasok as a freelancer. And I have an S shape or double scoliotic curve. And that's one of the reasons then why I resign as call center agent because it's super difficult for me, especially if magta-travel ako since yung travel time ko from work, normally 2 hours, depende pa yun sa traffic. So, yun. And I build funnels for a living. I'm also committed in helping Filipino freelancers to become a highly paid, in-demand funnel builders. I'm known as the Funnel Queen, and I'm also the founder of Funnel Builders Academy. I think Funnel Builders Academy is the only course or program in the Philippines that is focused on teaching Filipinos how to build ClickFunnels. And I closed my first premium funnel building project for 2,500 with no portfolios or anything, without knowledge in tech. I don't have any previous background when it comes to building funnels or designing websites and things like that. And just recently, I closed another $15,000 funnel building project. So now I'm handling $15,000 to $25,000 funnel projects. And for the past 4 years, I've been building funnels, and I'm now working with the best and the biggest names in the digital marketing industry in 10 plus countries. And I was featured and co-authored a funnel field guide, if you guys are familiar with that ebook, together with Blake Nubar, Akbar Sheikh, James Miley, Catherine Jones, Josh Forty, Chris Benetti, Nico Moreno, and yes, I am the only Filipina that was featured in that ebook. So I can say na this is one of my biggest achievements talaga when it comes to my career as a funnel builder. All right, I'm just gonna show you a few things pa when it comes to funnel building, kung ano yung my achievements. So these are just samples of my earnings as a funnel builder slash funnel designer. So I've hit 1 million in sales. So that was last year. And I'm also a proud member of the Coach's Secret by none other than the great Akbar Sheikh, nicest coach I've ever known. And here are some examples of the shout outs and from different groups though, Facebook groups. And also I just want to show you some feedbacks from my previous workshops that I did. Um, these are just few of the examples. I have a ton of testimonials, but these are just a few that I want you guys to show you. Okay, so I think that's enough about me. I hope that you guys know more about me now. And um, right. So tonight we'll talk about sales funnels versus landing pages. Because for me, this is the most one of the frequently asked question. What's the difference between a funnel and a landing page? Or ano ba talaga si sales funnels? We'll also talk about ClickFunnels and my 8-point ClickFunnel system that will allow you to build funnels really, really fast, right? And also we have the 10 key elements of high converting landing pages, how to apply these elements in your funnels or these principles in your funnels. And lastly, we'll talk about the biggest landing page mistakes and how to avoid them. And again, guys, if you have any questions at all, you can comment below. And you can ask towards the end of our masterclass sa Q&A natin. Right? So before we start, I just want to share one of my favorite motivational quote from Garrett White. No matter what you do in the beginning, it's going to suck because you suck, but you'll get better and you suck less. All right. This is one of my favorite motivational quotes. I go by this motivational quotes because there are times now when we're starting something new. It doesn't matter if it's work or a new hobby or a new thing that we want to try. We are like super scared to get on board and to try it because we think that we're not good at it or we suck or it's super difficult. But we need to think that we don't need to really be good at it, right? Because um, when we first start, or usually when we start something, anything, we usually suck at it, right? And we just have to get through that initial pain to get through our desired outcome to be successful, right? And remember that it never gets easier, all right? You just get better. And don't ever wish that it's easier, wish that you were better. All right. So again, that's one of my favorite motivational quotes and just want to share it with you guys. All right. So I think enough of those motivational quotes and introduction. Let's dive in on our first topic, which is sales funnels versus landing pages. So what is sales funnels and how is it different to landing pages? All right. By the way, Anyone in the viewers natin, are you guys familiar with sales funnels or landing pages or click funnels, or most of you are like really new or beginner, or you guys just starting out?
Miss Raisa. I am very new to ClickFunnel.
Okay, all right. That's okay. Because at the end of this video, I promise you guys that you'll want to try ClickFunnels. All right. That's how excited I am about ClickFunnels. So I hope you guys are too. Yes, Edgar said yes, starting out, Cherry starting out. Um, anyone here already knows about ClickFunnels or sales funnel? If not, that's okay. That's why I'm here. I want to share my knowledge about ClickFunnels. So, all right. So let's talk about sales funnels first. Okay, what is a sales funnel? So simply put, sales funnels is a sales process. All right. It's a sales process. Consider it as your prospect's yellow brick road. So ano ba yung yellow brick road? Yellow brick road, we first heard this a Wizard of Oz. It's a course of action or series of events viewed as a path to a particular outcome or goal, especially a positive or desired outcome. All right. So that's basically what a funnel is, right? It's also a combination of messages and steps meant to turn cold leads into buyers. And it consists of web pages, ads, blogs, phone calls, chatbots, emails, and order forms. All right. Because there are times that when I ask uh, someone what a funnel is, they would say, nah, funnels is ClickFunnels, or funnels is a web page, or funnels are ads, or funnels are emails. Well, they are correct. The thing is, those things separately, for example, web pages is just a part of a funnel. All right, just remember sales process. We don't normally use sales process, but um that term is also the sales funnels. All right. So that's it. That is a sales funnel, the sales process from from the prospect, from being a prospect to being a lead to being a customer to being a loyal fan. Yung path na yon, that's a sales funnel. All right. So I hope that is clear. All right. So a sales funnels, it is a powerful tool for driving your objectives like purchasing your product, signing up for a lead magnet, joining a membership site, or attending your upcoming webinar. And I bet that you guys have seen funnels every day because there are a lot of free webinars, there are a lot of like programs that you can enroll to, there are a lot of freebies or lead magnets that you opt into regularly or daily. So those are sales funnels. All right. So I hope that is clear. So that is a sales funnel. Now let's talk about landing page. So what is the difference of a landing page? So a landing page is defined as a web page that serves as the first page the visitor has landed on when someone visits your site. So technically, a landing page is a part of a sales funnel because as a landing page is a standalone web page. All right. So it's literally the page or the web page that you land on when you click a link from an email, or when you click something from Facebook ads or YouTube or from Google. All right. A landing page could be the page the user has landed on after clicking on a Google search result or after clicking on Facebook ads, banners, or blog posts. Literally, that's the next page. That's why it's called landing page. Right. So I hope that is clear, but I'll give you guys an example of the landing page. So Spotify has different landing page. I think Spotify has 3 or 4 different landing page, depende where you come from or what link you click. So this is from Google. This one is from Google. And if you click this first option, Spotify Premium, the landing page would be this one. All right. So this is the landing page of Spotify. And again, Spotify have multiple landing pages based on where you come from, or dun sa link na i-click ninyo. All right. So another example, this is from Shopify. So if you click this very first option on Google, this would be Shopify's landing page. But if you look at Shopify's website or homepage, it's very different. All right. So it goes to show now the homepage isn't necessarily someone's landing page. All right. Again, it depends. Okay. So another example would be this ad. So this is from Facebook. And if you click learn more, or if you click the link on the post, this is going to be the landing page. All right. So I hope that's clear. So pages are built to drive traffic for a specific marketing campaign goal. So specific marketing campaign goal. So let's say your goal is to get more subscribers. So most probably you're gonna send your traffic to a free lead magnet or a free webinar, things like that. All right, but if your goal is to get someone to purchase, or your goal is to get sales, then you're probably going to send it to a sales page or to an order form, depending on the traffic temperature. Okay. And for a funnel builder, it's important for us to understand that landing pages give us more control over how customized your visitors' experience will be on your sales funnels. That's why landing pages are super, super important, right? Kasi you can customize a landing page based on your customer's journey, or your customer's level, right? Kung nasaan na sila sa funnel, all right? Are they prospects? Are they regular customers, or are they a fan? So that depends, okay? And a landing page could be an opt-in page, it could be a webinar registration page, it could be a sales page, order page, blog post, it could be another video, or it could be a website or a home page. Again, it depends on the marketing goal. I'll give you guys another example. I think this is the perfect example of different landing pages based on someone's preference. All right. So this example is from ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels have like 8 different landing pages. So I'll show you guys those different landing pages. So this is for agency or freelancer. All right. So if you're an agency or a freelancer, this is ClickFunnels landing page for you. This is specifically built for agencies and freelancers. All right. So look at the headline. Julie is a service-based entrepreneur just like you. So again, this is for an agency or freelancer. Another example for info products. So this is the landing page for info products. As you can see, the headline was different. The headline is different from the first example, right? So another example is for coaching or consulting. Oh, sorry, this is for e-commerce. Sorry, for e-commerce owners. So different landing page. And for coaching programs or information products, again, it's a different landing page. Okay. So maybe you're curious saan nanggaling yun? Why do ClickFunnels have different landing page? All right. So it's because ClickFunnels is for different entrepreneurs. You can use ClickFunnels if you're an agency or freelancer. You can use it to sell information products, or to sell physical products, or for e-commerce if you're a coach or a consultant, even in network marketing, or even for blogging or nonprofits. You can use ClickFunnels for all those things. All right. So ClickFunnels has this thing called buckets. So you'll land on a specific landing page depending on what you choose here on this option. So let's say if you click on agency freelancer, then you'll land on the landing page I showed you earlier. If you click on e-commerce, then you'll see a different landing page, right? And it proves that if you do it this way, you'll have chances are you'll convert more, right? You'll increase your conversion even better if you use the buckets, or if you use different landing pages, again, depending on your customer's journey. Okay. All right. So that's landing page. different landing pages, and that's sales funnel. So I hope you guys are now familiar with sales funnels and landing pages. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. All right, another motivational quote from my super favorite guy, Russell Brunson. He said that entrepreneurs are not entrepreneurs because they have resources, but they are resourceful. All right, we are resourceful. Okay. Next topic. What is ClickFunnels? Yeah, and I'm super excited to share one of my most favorite thing in the entire world, ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels is basically a drag and drop editor. All right. You use ClickFunnels to build smart funnels that converts. It's a landing page and sales page editor, and it's what you see is what you get program used to create web pages. Later, I'll show you what's inside ClickFunnels and the ClickFunnels editor. Um, but before that, I just want to share what I love most about ClickFunnels. First of all, it's super easy to use. You don't need to be expert in coding. You don't need to know HTML, CSS, or things like that. Even if you're a complete beginner, even if you don't, if you haven't built websites ever, you can use ClickFunnels because it's super easy, and it gives you a full sales funnel overview. You can also do split testing easily without external tools or different softwares. And it has an outstanding page editor. And lastly, because I'm a huge fan of Russell Brunson. All right, so the ClickFunnels page editor. So I'm gonna show you ClickFunnels page editor. Just give me guys a minute. Let me just okay. Um so this is what's inside ClickFunnels. This is once you logged into ClickFunnels, this is what you're gonna see. This is the ClickFunnels dashboard. All right. So there's different things, but we're gonna jump into the ClickFunnels editor. Okay. I just want to show you how easy it is to build funnels in ClickFunnels. So let's try this out. Yung ClickFunnels editor. So let's just say we're going to build a lead magnet funnel. Okay. Like literally, you don't need to know any programs at all, CSS, HTML, or anything like that. Um, let's select na lang a template. But and by the way, there are a lot of templates inside ClickFunnels that you can use right away. So all you need to do is change the headlines, upload your videos, your images. But let's select this one. Select template. Um, okay. So this is ClickFunnels page editor. All right. So it consists of sections, rows, columns, and elements. All right. So as you can see, very simple. It doesn't have any unnecessary things, or it's not really complicated. Very basic, very simple. But before we test it out, let's talk about ClickFunnels page structure. All right. So ClickFunnels page structure, like what I mentioned earlier, it consists of section, rows, and elements. All right. So before you can add elements, you need to add row and section first. And I'm going to show you how you can do that in ClickFunnels. So this green, itong green na to, this is what you call section. This is the first thing that you'll add. Okay. And it's easy to add section. You just need to click this and then full width, and that's it. Nothing complicated. All right. In just a few clicks, you can add sections, or you can go here, add section, full width. You need to drag it pala. There you go. And if you need to add the rows or columns, you can do that. Very simple. You can select one or two columns or whatnot. Let's go for two columns. And for the elements, there are different ClickFunnels elements. So we have headlines, subheadlines, paragraphs, images, and again, it's drag and drop. So it's super simple. You don't need coding at all. You just need to change the text. You can even change the font. So if you change it here, you'll be able to see it right away because it's what you see is what you get page builder. So let's say we use Oswald. You can change the font color to whichever you like or to your branding colors, let's say green. And let's change the font size. And you don't have to worry about your page being mobile responsive or tablet responsive or desktop because you can see it here. Just go to the mobile view. And then if you think that it's too big on mobile, then you can just adjust the size on mobile without affecting the desktop view at all. Right? That's super, super, super simple as you can see. Even a kid. Actually, I did a test. I have a niece. I think she's 8 at 7 years old, and I asked her to use ClickFunnels, and she was able to do so. It's not really that complicated naman to use, so she was able to build a super simple page using ClickFunnels, and she's 7 years old. So that's how easy ClickFunnels is. Even a kid can literally use ClickFunnels. But of course, not for the technical part. Now you have to add domains and stuff like that. But for building like this simple website or this simple landing page, even a kid can do it. All right, that's how simple it is. You just need to understand the basic stuff like what sections are for, what this blue columns are for, and of course the elements. All right, and again, the elements are the headlines, the paragraphs, the CTA button, the forms, and the image and the videos that you'll add inside your landing page. All right. Again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. All right. So that's ClickFunnels. I wish I could like show you how like to build an entire funnel, but I think we don't have time for that. But later, I think if we still have time, we'll try to build a funnel. Okay, so let's talk about um 8-point click funnels system. So again, like what I've said earlier, this will help you use click funnels 10 times faster. All right. So literally, if you apply the 8-point click funnel system, it will be a smooth sailing when it comes to building funnels using click funnels. All right. So this is specifically for click funnels, right? Specifically for click funnels. So if you're using click funnels for your business, or if you're someone who uses click funnels to build funnels for your clients, I recommend that you apply this 8-point click funnels system. All right. So let's talk about the first one. Number one, check custom CSS, make sure it's empty. All right, so let's go to ClickFunnels. So once you logged into ClickFunnels editor, the first thing that you need to do is to check custom CSS. Go to settings, click custom CSS, make sure it's empty. Why? Because there are times, especially if you're using a template, there are times that you have custom CSS in here, like scripts, right? And if you're not really using it, it could affect your entire page. All right, so make sure now if you're not using any CSS or if you're building from scratch or if you're using a funnel template, make sure to check that your custom CSS is empty. All right, that's the first thing that you need to do. Second is to click save. Of course, click save. If you click save, SEO metadata will appear. All right, so that brings us to number 3, which is update SEO metadata. It's super important. Why? Because if you don't change this SEO metadata at first when you click on save, let's just say that you've updated your updated your funnel or your landing page, add a few elements here and there, and you click save, SEO metadata will reappear. So every time you click on that save button, SEO metadata will reappear unless you update it. And for me, it's kind of irritating to see this reappear again and again every time you click on save. So remember that at the beginning, when you click save, update SEO metadata right away. So for example, you don't know what the title would be. So you can just update it and say to be updated. So you'll be reminded now before you launch this landing page, you need to update it. So to be updated, blah, blah, blah. And of course, your name here. And I'll click save. And you'll notice na it's gone. It will not reappear anymore. Okay, so that annoying SEO metadata thingy dito sa side will be gone. That's why I highly recommend that first, when you click on save, update the SEO metadata right away. Okay, so that's the third. Fourth one is to set your brand typography and fonts. All right, so just go to settings, go to typography, update your content font. Content font would be for your paragraphs, and the headline would be for the headline and for the subheadline. So for example, I want my content um to be Poppins, and I want my headline to be Oswald. Or let's just say that you don't have any idea on what typography to use, right? So just go to things, and ClickFunnels will give you some examples on the best combination to use for fonts. So we have Montserrat and Roboto, we have Railway and Woody Book Letter, we have Arvo and PT Sans, we have Fira Fire Sans, and Fahala One. So there are different examples that you can choose right away. Okay. And as you can see, my paragraphs and my headlines were updated, right? So click save again. Don't ever forget to click save because we don't want to we don't want to lose our hard work, right? Because there are times na you might accidentally click close, or we might accidentally hit exit, so you might lose your work. So don't forget to click save. Hi, Monica. Yes, if I have time later, I'll show you how to build an entire landing page, a short landing page with design. Okay. Um. All right. So that's number 4. Number 5, start building your page layout. All right. So for the layout, let me delete this now first. So for the layout, it's actually um a wireframe. The layout is what you want your page to look like. So normally what I would do if I'm planning to like build a funnel or build a landing page, I'll sketch it sa whiteboard or sa a piece of paper, so I would know exactly what I want the landing page or my funnel to look like. That, and we call it wireframing. All right, or we call it the layout. So for example, my layout would be, I want headline, and I want an image, and I want some headline, and I want some paragraphs in here, and I want some CTA. Boom, this is what I want. So this is my layout. Because normally, for the funnel builders that I know, whenever they build funnels, they add the headline, for example, and they update it. This my headline. And it takes a lot of time if you do it that way. So if you add another let's say subheadline, you're gonna edit it, and you're gonna add a paragraph, you're gonna edit it, you're gonna add CTA, you're gonna edit it. If you do it that way, it'll take you a lot of time and a lot of effort. All right. So for you to save time, build the wireframe first. Everything that you need to add. Let's say you have you've drawn what you want as your layout. For example, you want 3 sections or 4 sections. Make sure that you add all those sections first before you update your elements before you put on or you put in your headlines, your images, your videos, your paragraphs, or your CTAs. All right. Remember to build the wireframe first. It's super important because it will help you build funnels really fast. Okay. Just add all the necessary sections, columns, elements first. All right. So let's just say I need another column, I need another headline. So for me, I'll just need to clone this. I don't need to add another section. I can just clone what I have here. And if I need to add another image, I'll just need to clone that. And let's say I'll add 3 columns. Just need to copy or clone and another column, and let's add the CTA at the bottom, and I'll hit save, and that's it. So once I have the entire wireframe, next is to change your font size. This goes for headline, subheadline, paragraphs, CTA buttons. Do this for both desktop and mobile. Jarod Topasio, can you add custom fonts? Yes, you can add custom fonts. I'll show you how. But remember that in ClickFunnels, you have different font to choose from. There are like hundreds of Google fonts that you guys can choose from. Pero in the event that your chosen or your favorite font or your brand font is not in ClickFunnels, you can add a custom font. All right? It's super simple lang. I have a copy and paste custom font that I'll be sharing with you guys. So let me just pull it up. Custom code. Um, custom code. Custom font. Sorry, custom font. Custom font. Okay. So let's just say that I want to use Proxima Nova. It's actually like a bold font that you guys can normally see online. So if you want to use a custom font, all you need to do is go to settings, go to custom font, custom CSS, and just paste your custom font. Yung code. Okay? And this is the custom font. And if let's say you want to use it to your headline lang. Okay, you want Proxima Nova for your headline. So you can either say, by the way, if you're using custom fonts, there are copy and paste custom fonts available. So you really don't have to study or know more about custom CSS. As long as you understand what that custom CSS is for, you copy and paste it, that's it. All right. So itong custom font na to, custom CSS na to, it just says that for my headline, I want it to be Proxima Nova Bold. So let's see if ma-update. So if I don't know if you guys noticed, but this has been changed. Proxima Nova na siya. So kahit napalitan ko siya, for example, nakalagay dito Poppins, even if I change it to something else, it will not be changed because I set it to be Proxima Nova inside custom CSS. Okay, so that's how easy it is, especially if you have a compilation of custom CSS, copy and paste custom CSS, which I do because I've been using ClickFunnels for a long time. So I have like a series of custom fonts or custom CSS that I normally use. What's your favorite font? My favorite font would be Proxima Nova, Sophia Pro, and Helvetica Nu, and Christine. So those are my top 3. Before, sobrang favorite ko yung Proxima Nova, pero na nagamit ko si Sophia Pro and si Helvetica Nu and Christine. Those are my top 3 favorites. And you can download naman free fonts on Google. So there are paid fonts, but there are free fonts on Google that you can download. So yes, that's that. I'll go back to my slide before makalimutan ko. Yun. So change font size. So whenever you change the font size, make sure na you do that for both mobile and desktop. So this is your desktop font size. So make sure you change it here and also on mobile. Because if you don't, all right, so let's just say na you did everything, you changed everything on on desktop, and then you save it. But of course, your landing page should be mobile optimized. So the next thing that you need to do is update it on mobile. So you're gonna have to do it on mobile again. So you're gonna spend another, if you spend like 10-20 minutes updating your desktop font size, so you're gonna spend another 20 minutes updating it on mobile. So for you to save time, whenever you update it on mobile, on desktop, do it on mobile as well. So let's just say, for example, this headline, I'm going to update it on desktop, let's say 52. I'm going to update it on mobile as well. Let's say it's 32 on mobile. Paragraphs would be 18 on desktop and 16 for mobile. You can actually do it before you clone your elements. It's very it would save you more time if you change the font size before you clone it. 18. So if you check it on mobile, they're both updated, desktop and mobile. So you'll save time. You'll save a half your time. Okay. So that's super simple. And again, don't forget to click save. All right, that's number 6. Let's go to number 7. Mass upload all your images. All right. So again, basic mistake is to upload the images one by one. For example, I'm building funnels ngayon, so I'm gonna update a few things na I need to upload. Let's just say I'll upload the first 3 because this is the first thing that I need to use. And then after that, I'm gonna go back to editing headlines and stuff, and then I'm gonna upload the images again. So for you to save time, collect everything that you need. Before you even begin building your funnels or your landing page, make sure that you have everything that you need. All right. You know the layout, you have the copy, or if you don't have the full copy, at least you have an idea on what type of copy you'll put there. Is it a long copy, short copy? What type of creatives you need? So collect everything that you need first, your assets like icons, the brand colors that you'll be using, all the images that you'll be using. And once you have all those, make sure to mass upload. If you need to upload like 50 images, do that one at a time. Do it in a single upload. Okay? It'll save you time. I promise you. So let's just say now we uploaded everything now. So if I'm done with my wireframe and I need to update the headlines and CTA and my paragraphs, it'll be simple. It'll be super simple for me na lang to update the images. Oops. Let's use this one for example. Yeah. So hindi ka na mag-upload then upload, update. No. Mass upload everything. So that's number 7. So lastly, save some templates. All right. Save some templates. When building a funnel, you might find it very useful to use the exact same design, right? In a page from another funnel. Let's say you have this design from your sales page, but you want to use it on another sales page or another funnel. So instead of doing it from scratch, you just need to save it and then use it on another funnel by I'll show you how. So for example, this one, gusto ko tong gamitin sa isa ko pang funnel. I'm creating a new funnel. So instead of doing it from scratch, all I need to do is save it. Just make sure na i-rename nyo siya something na you'll remember. So for example, lead magnet header. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna refresh my page. So I'll just go to sections, add section, go to my sections, and you'll see your section lead magnet header. You add it, and boom, ganun siya kasimple. So instead of building it from scratch, you can save a lot of time by saving it as template. Okay, so you can also save your columns as template. So click this icon, this disk icon, and save it as, let's say, lead magnet one column. Save row, and let's refresh it again. Kasi if you save it as template, you won't see it right away unless you refresh your page. So, kunwari, ito na siya. I'm gonna add it. Go to my rows, and boom. It's very useful, especially for footers or for headers, or let's say for testimonial sections. Because for the testimonial sections, you use it on a sales page. Let's say you want to use the same exact testimonials on your order form page. So instead of doing it from scratch, doing it all over again, just save it as template, and then upload nyo na lang siya dun sa next page nyo, which is the order form page. Okay? Hi, Mark. Good evening. So that's the 8-point ClickFunnels system. And again, use this, especially kapag bago kayo sa ClickFunnels, it's best practice. Kasi yung mga nag-ClickFunnels na before, tapos apply nila yung 8-point ClickFunnels system, medyo nahihirapan na sila to apply everything. So as early as now, if you're using ClickFunnels, apply this 8-point ClickFunnels system. Okay? Save template. All right, so let's talk about the 10 key elements of high converting landing pages. By the way, guys, again, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Okay, so let's talk about the 10 key elements of high converting landing pages. By the way, I've created this 10 key elements. These are the success patterns of every single landing page, sales page that we reviewed. We actually spent like 3 weeks, almost a month, digesting different sales page, different landing pages from different entrepreneurs from different businesses. Parang we reviewed over 80, 50, 60 something on the landing pages, and we've noticed a success patterns. So those success patterns we translated to the 10 key elements of high converting landing pages. All right. So let's talk about the first one. So first one, rule of visibility. All right. So the rule of visibility states that the more visible an offer and CTA is, CTA guys, CTA stands for call to action. Normally those are for the buttons. All right. The more visible an offer in CTA is, the higher the overall volume of conversions it will receive. Your audience will convert on offers that are highly visible and noticeable to them. Or it works for offers, for the CTA, for the headline. Okay, so the more they see it, the more they are attracted to it, the more they will convert. Rule of visibility. Okay, that's the number one rule. Let's go to number 2, rule of repetition. Rule of repetition states that repeated messaging and consistent follow-up constantly remind your audience of what you offer and how it can benefit them. Okay, if you're familiar with retargeting ads, if you're familiar with email follow-ups and things like that, that is repetition. Those are repeated messaging. Those are follow-ups. Because remember, not everyone will convert at the beginning. Not everyone will convert if they first see your offer. So sabi nga nila, it takes like 7 or 12 times before someone will convert. Parang 7 to 12 touch points muna before they can convert. So it's super important that you follow up. that you send them repeated messaging. And that's the rule of repetition is 4. Okay? Funnel designer. All right, let's go to number 3. Rule of trust and authority. People listen and respect ethical bosses. Your audience are more likely to invest time and money in you if they see it as a low risk and likely to give them the result they desire. Show them proof. So normally if you see like sales page or webinar registration page, you'll see things like this, like New York's best-selling author featured on, you'll see different publication, because if you see those kind of things, it definitely um you'll give them more trust, mas magiging confident kayo. It'll show you authority na, oh, this guy was featured in Forbes or Entrepreneur and things like that, right? And especially testimonials, those are great proof that, let's say, a program works, a course works, because it worked for other people, and in tendency nun, you'll be encouraged, mas may encourage kayo to sign up for the program because of the testimonials, right? And by the way, there's a difference between a social proof and testimonials. Testimonials are from the people who've tried your program or your services or your products. Social proof are things like this. Social proof are, let's say you have been featured in any publication, or na featured kayo sa isang book, or you're a best-selling author and things like that. So those are social proof. It's different from testimonials. Okay? So that's number 3, rule of trust and authority. And number 4, a rule of urgency and scarcity. So it's simple. People buy what other people buy. FOMO, fear of missing out, right? So that's why we apply the rule of urgency and scarcity. Think of it as an honest way to help them act quickly. If nag-Amazon kayo, you'll know Amazon or Shopify, kahit sa Shopee yata, you'll see parang warning na two stocks left, or out of stock, or things like that. Parang, um, ibig sabihin, parang fast moving yung product na yun, or bestseller yung product na yun, kaya mabilis siyang maubos, right? Parang na ganun yung naiisip natin. Kahit sa, for example, if you go sa mall, and nakita mo na yung isang fast food or isang restaurant, no one's eating there, or walang tao dun sa restaurant na yon, magdadalawang isip ka to go there. Why? Isipin mo, the food is not that good, or baka there's something dun sa restaurant na yun kaya walang kumakain. But if you see a restaurant na full, na madaming kumakain, you'd like to eat there compared to dun sa walang tao, di ba? So that's how it works, right? Another example, kunwari, um, the example, pero there's a case study before na nabasa ko na kinonduct na there are 2 jars with cookies. Yung isang jar full of cookies, yung isa half full ng cookies. Tapos na-prove nila na yung based sa studies nila na yung mga tao, they'll get cookies from the half full jar compared dun sa full jar. Kasi feeling nila, mas masarap yung half full na, because half full na siya, parang nabawasan na siya. So, more likely, yun yung kukunin ng tao. So, it's already proven na urgency and scarcity work psychologically, right? So another example ng rules, urgency and scarcity that you guys see everywhere, like yung, especially if magbubook kayo ng, like, let's say, hotel, you'll see 5 people are looking at it right now, only 2 stock left, today's the last day, or limited time offer, free shipping today only. Diba? Sa Shopee, if we see free shipping today, add to cart na agad tayo if we see free shipping. Kasi diba sayang din, it's free shipping. So that really works. So that's the rule of urgency and scarcity. All right, rule number 5, hook story offer. So hook story offer, the first time ko narinig siya is from Russell Brunson. All right, it's a 3-punch combo, and it plays in your sa emotional level natin. All right? So hook the right people Tell a good story, then show them what you offer. All right. Like this example. This is the hook. Russell tells a story via video, and there's a call to action, and the offer is below the video. Hook, story, offer, three punch combo. Parang once you have their attention through the headline, that's your hook and your story, and then your offer. Okay, so that's how it works. Get their attention, keep their attention, leverage their attention. Get their attention, keep their attention, leverage their attention. Okay, that's the hook, story, offer rule. That's rule number 5. Rule number 6, rule of reduce friction. Always think of the end user when building your funnels or your landing page. The easier you can make the experience for an interested buyer, the more likely he or she will buy the product by removing unnecessary steps in your funnel. Let's say, for example, if you're giving away a free lead magnet, let's say you're giving away a free cheat sheet or a free PDF. So one of the reduced friction rule that you can apply is to ask for the email address. You don't necessarily need to ask for the name because not everybody is comfortable giving out their names online. So instead of asking for the name, just ask for the email where you can send the freebie. Because if you have the email, there's a way for you to get in touch with them or to send them follow-up messages without their name. So reduce friction, right? So another example is for let's say if you're selling something. So instead of a webinar, sales page, order form, another page, and then sales. So instead of doing all those steps, webinar, after the webinar, send them straight to an order form. Because through the webinar, you already sell them, right? You already informed them about the program, the offer, the benefits, and things like that. So there's no need for another sales page. So after the webinar, send them straight to the order form page. Okay, so that's how you can apply the reduce friction rule. And rule number 7, rule of clarity, one of the most important rule. Remember that a confused mind always says no. All right, people already have to make thousands of decisions per day, so why complicate things? Diba? So this should be applied in your copy, offers, call to action. Clarity above all. All right. Remember that people don't buy what they don't understand. So if there's a way for you to make things simple, then do it. All right. Huwag natin pa overcomplicate, especially yung copy natin, headlines and CTAs, and of course our offer. All right. Rule of clarity. Okay. And lastly, oh no, number 8, rule of standout design. Good design helps to increase conversions because design influences the level of perceived value. Remember that great design is an indicator of value, right? Because personally, if I go online, let's say I see an ad on Facebook and the ad that I see is very interesting. I want to purchase what I see on the ad. But if I click the link and yung landing page is medyo clunky, medyo hindi trustworthy, medyo ugly yung design, it'll make me think twice na should I buy it, should I not? Just because of the design, right? Because again, design influences the level of perceived value. Mas magiging mataas yung tingin sa brand mo if you have standout design, right? But remember that aesthetic and usability are different. So hindi naman natin kailangan i-over-design yung mga funnels or landing pages natin, right? So that's the rule of standout design. And rule number 9, rule of variety. People like being able to choose which kind of product or services they're getting. And your customers are sure to appreciate more options when choosing how to purchase your product or services. So don't be scared to offer options, like this example. All right. So let's say you're selling a service. So maybe you offer them something low cost for the initial purchase, and then upsell them something bigger plan, and then you can upsell them to another bigger service, right? So don't be scared to try out different or to offer different services or different products to your customers. Again, rule of variety. And lastly, one of the most powerful rule of reciprocity. Rule of reciprocity states that this principle talks about the tendency of human nature to want to offer something when something is received. Diba? That's why most entrepreneurs or business owners or coaches or programs that you see give away free, let's say, free webinars or free lead magnets, free this, free that. Because if you give something for free, those people who receive that freebie will want to give you something back. All right? So parang um so yung saying na, I will scratch your back if you scratch mine. So parang ganyan yung siya nag-work. When you offer something first for free, if you offer something for free, if it's helpful, people feel na you are real, you are really helpful, or meron talaga sila makukuha out of that free thing, most likely they would want to know more from you. So if you offer them, let's say, a program or a coaching service or something, mas mataas yung chance that they will convert and they will become a paying customer. All right? So kahit sa day-to-day natin, you'll experience reciprocity. If someone do good to you, ang isipin mo agad is how can you pay them back. So that's how powerful the rule of reciprocity is. Okay? Rule number 1, rule of visibility. That's rule number 1. Right? So before we go to our next lesson, is there any questions na pwede kong i-answer for you guys? Any questions? Monica, what we exactly upskilled to be a funnel designer? Any questions, guys, before we move on to our next topic? All right. So next topic natin is how to apply these principles in your funnel. So we talked about 10 principles, 10 rules, right, of highly successful landing pages. Resources. Resources. Okay. All right. So, how to apply these rules? At first, siguro, if you're gonna do it at first, you'll find it a little, not really difficult, kasi if it's your first time, you need to really understand what the rules are. And I recommend that you go through every landing page, every sales page that you see online every day. If you can, like, take a screenshot of those sales page and analyze them. For example, wait. Mag-open ako ng example. Because what I normally do every time that I'm on Facebook or social media, tapos there's something interesting that I see, for example, ads, it's my ano na, parang instinct ko na screenshot siya. Parang yun na agad yung ginagawa ko. I take a screenshot, tapos isa-save ko siya. I'm actually building a swipe file. Right? So pag screenshot ko siya, I click on the link, whatever landing page is on there, I'll take a screenshot, tapos sinisave ko siya. And then I'll analyze the landing page. So what are the success pattern that I can see, and in-apply ba nila what kind of rule on that sales page or on that landing page. So the more you do it, the more you practice applying the rule, this rules, I mean, the rule of visibility, the rule of trust and authority, the more kayo mas masasanay to use it. All right? And the strategy here is to practice and to to really apply it. Okay? So meron akong mga examples dito. I-open ko lang. Just give me a minute. Funnel hacking examples. Oops. Um, all right. For example, so we have this landing page, and since you already know the rule, the success patterns, the 10 rules of highly successful landing pages. Now you can analyze this landing page or this sales page. Did they apply the rule of visibility? Definitely. You can see like the big headline right away. It's for Funnel Hacking Live. You see it again here, Funnel Hacking Live, and you'll see Funnel Hacking Live everywhere on this page. So you can definitely say, now, yes, they applied the rule of visibility. Did they apply the rule of repetition? Yes, I think so. They did. Trustworthy. Let's see if they did. Kasi upsell na to eh, so parang wala na silang ganon. Urgency and scarcity, urgency and scarcity rule, they were able to apply that. 197 discount right here, right now. So parang they imply na you'll only get that discount on this page and nowhere else. So they definitely applied the rule of urgency and scarcity. Book story offer, I think they also did that. Rule of reduce friction. I really can say if they did on this. Kasi upsell na tong page na to eh. Rule of clarity, for me, yes. It's very clear, even if you don't read the paragraphs. Kasi even if you just read the headlines, you'll see what the offer is about, what you'll get, and things like that. So, rule of clarity, check. Rule of standout design, very simple, easy in the eye. So, rule of standout design, check. Rule of variety, it's not applicable dito because this is an upsell. Rule of reciprocity, I think it's not applicable din dito sa page na to. But basically, that's how you do it. So if you see something online, let's say, if your friend has a website, or if you follow some personality, if they have like landing page or they have websites, you can practice by using the 10 rules that I showed you. Because again, guys, these are success patterns that are proven to work. These are the success patterns that we got from different successful landing pages and sales pages from successful 6 to 7 figure businesses. All right. I like learning from the nice layouts and brandings. Yes, because that's how you learn, diba? That's how you learn. This is a free webinar, so don't worry about payments or anything. All right. So this is a free webinar for you guys, courtesy of Mechanica Web and Search Offer. All right. So that's the 10 rules of successful sales funnels and landing pages. And ganun nyo siya pwedeng i-apply. So now let's talk about the biggest landing page mistakes and how you guys can avoid them. So first one, no clear objective. So, kanina pinag-usapan natin, landing pages, parang it's built for a specific goal. So, if wala siyang clear objective, then wala nang sense yung landing page. So, there should be one main objective for your landing page, not four, not even two. Okay, you just need one main objective. If the objective is to get them as a lead, then that's your main objective. If your objective is to get them to watch the video or to sign up for a webinar or to purchase your product, you just need one goal. One landing page, one goal. One clear objective, right? How can you avoid this mistake? Just think of one objective. Always make it about a single problem, single product, single offer. All right. Think about that one main objective. Kasi when you have multiple objectives, it will potentially confuse your audience. And pinag-usapan natin kanina, a confused mind always says no. So apply nyo yung rule of clarity for this mistake. Okay, so make sure na you only have one objective. Apply the rule of clarity. Number two, too many elements. Too much elements can also hurt your conversion. It causes distraction, causes distractions that take user attention away from your main objectives. All right. So distractions, parang instead of focusing on a single objective, parang if they see a lot of elements like videos, let's say headlines, different images, it will confuse your visitor or confuse your prospect. So, for example, you want them to sign up for a free lead magnet, but instead of just keeping it simple, you've added a lot of elements like different images, you have video, you have a long copy. That's distraction. If you're giving away something for free, you don't really need a long copy. You don't really need a lot of different images. A simple headline, image, CTA, and the sign up form. That's it. No need for too many elements. Okay? It can cause confusion sa audience ninyo. So no too many elements, right? And it's proven na if you offer too many options, it will really confuse your prospects or your customers. All right. So how to avoid this mistake? Remove any elements from your landing page that isn't needed. Apply the rule of clarity and reduce friction. Okay, remember the rule of clarity and reduce friction. So let's say yung image na to hindi naman talaga siya necessary or para for design purposes lang yan. So for design purposes, pwede siyang wala, then remove that. Okay, if kailangan isang headline lang, then instead of using two, then just use one headline. Okay, again, too many elements can hurt your conversion. Number three, slow loading time. Pages that take longer than 2 to 3 seconds to load lose more than 50% of visitors. So that's a huge chunk ng visitor mo. Imagine 50% yung mawawala sa iyo. Especially if you're doing ads, if you're paying for Facebook ads, tapos your landing page or your sales page takes a lot of time to load, then you're burning money lang. Okay, so make sure na you always check your loading speed. All right. And how to avoid this mistake? Keeping on top of loading times needs to be one of your priorities. So, binibuild niyo pa lang yung page, make sure na you have that in mind. Iniisip niyo na yung speed ng page na yon, right? And again, remove unnecessary elements like huge images, huge image files, JavaScript, custom codes, and things like that. If hindi niyo naman kailangan yung JavaScript or custom codes, remove them, right? Yung huge files ng images, there are softwares that you can use to para mas mapaliit yung file size ng images, then use that. I-compress niyo yung images as much as possible, right? Number 4, unresponsive design. Okay, 55% of transactions nowadays are done using mobile devices. That's from statcounter.com. 55%. That's a huge number. So one web version for all devices is just not an option. So make sure na if you have like a desktop view or desktop design, make sure na if they view it on mobile, it's responsive. Kasi if what they see on desktop is different from what they'll see sa mobile devices nila. Kasi iba yung screen, iba yung size. Alright? let's say, for example, yung buttons are too small or too big pag nandun na sila sa mobile, or text are too small or too big if they're seeing it on mobile. Remember that 55% of transactions are now done via mobile. So it's very, very important na our mobile devices or our landing pages are mobile friendly. Okay, how to avoid this mistake? Think mobile first. So, binibuild niyo pa lang yung landing page or funnels niyo, think about how it would look like on mobile. Make sure you to check your landing page's mobile view. And remember na not everything that's on your desktop view should be in your mobile view then. Alright? Kasi pag mobile view, very limited lang. 'Di ba? And it might, if you have a lot of images na if they look at it on mobile, it's not, you think it's not unnecessary naman. So remove that on mobile view. Again, not everything on desktop should be on mobile view. Think about the load speed as well on mobile. Okay. Number 5, your ad copy and landing page copy don't match. So ito yung medyo talagang it always happens. The most powerful landing pages drive users directly to the content that they are looking for. If a user clicks on an ad about a toothpaste, don't deliver them to a disconnected landing page about socks. Right? If they click on an ad that talks about toothpaste, send them to a landing page that talks about toothpaste and not something else. Let's not confuse our prospects, our buyers, or customers, right? Because I have an experience when it comes to this mistake. Siguro like 2 years ago, I'm building a funnel for an e-commerce company. They're selling yung LED na for dogs na umiilaw, parang color, LED color for dogs. So, we're testing out the landing pages. And we've noticed na parang there's something wrong because mataas yung um, parang clicks dun sa ad, pero konti lang yung talagang yung average na nag-engage dun sa landing page namin. And then I've asked them, kasi I really don't know what the copy or the ad is. Wala akong idea because I only have access dun sa landing page because that's my part. I'm building the landing page. So I asked them if I can see the the ad or the example of the Facebook ads. So, yung pinakita nila sa akin, there's a big disconnect. The different headline, they talk about a different benefits, different feature dun sa ad, and when they land on the landing page, dun sa sales page, it's something else. So there's a big disconnect. Kaya pala, iba yung stats dun sa Facebook ads, iba din yung nakikita namin dun sa landing page. So nung in-update na namin yon, we made sure na they are connected kung ano yung nakita nila dun sa ad, same then almost yung nakita nila dun sa landing page. And then we've saw and we've seen a huge increase dun sa conversion namin. So, yun yung naging issue, yung ad copy, landing page copy, excellent, this is a match. So, how to avoid that mistake? Remember to use same keywords and share the same message across your ad and landing page. You are more likely to reassure customers that they are on the right path. Kasi if they see na yung clinic nila na ads different from what they're seeing right now, they might confuse them. And again, confused mind always says no. All right? Rule of clarity, again, experience that. All right, number 6, neglecting traffic temperature. Again, this is very important, especially if you're building landing pages. Okay, di ba sabi natin kanina, landing page has specific marketing code. And if your landing page is not talking to the right traffic temperature, if you're not familiar with the traffic temperature, there are 3 traffic temperatures. We have hot, warm, and cold traffic. Hot traffic, these are people who already knew about you, visitors who already knew you, like you, and trust you. Warm traffic are people who already heard about you. They might even saw something from you, but they haven't built good trust in you just yet. Sorry. Cold traffic, people who never heard about you, they didn't know anything about you, and obviously they don't trust you. So that's a different traffic temperature. All right. So Let's say, for example, you send a cold traffic straight to an order form for them to buy. So, ano yung chances for them to convert, right? It's very low. Because they, again, cold traffic, these are the people who doesn't know you yet. They don't trust you yet. So why would they buy from you? So if it's a cold traffic, send them to like a video that talks about you, talks about what you do, how you can help them. And once they are warm traffic, you can send them to opt in to one of your freebies. And if they're warm traffic, then hot traffic, then you can send them to the order form. Okay, so remember your traffic temperatures. All right. So how to avoid this mistake? Sorry, malito. For you to avoid this mistake, you can create separate landing pages for different conversion goals. All right. Different buyer persona, each stage of the customer journey. If it's for warm traffic, it's warm traffic. If it's for cold traffic, then it's for cold traffic. Okay. That's why we're using different landing pages. Yung pinakita ko example with ClickFunnels kanina, that's exactly how it works. All right. Kaya tayo gumagamit ng landing pages to customize our sales or our sales message or to customize yung experience ng ating customers, ng ating audience. All right. So it's very important that you know your traffic temperatures and you send them to the right landing pages. Okay. And number seven, over designing. Kasi pinag-usapan natin kanina, standout design helps with conversion. But if you over design your landing page, it will affect your conversion, right? Great visual design helps conversion. That's a fact. But over designing creates additional noise and distractions, which drive the visitor's attention away from your main objective, which is conversion. Okay. So remember the rule of clarity, reduce friction, you should apply that. Okay. And how to avoid this mistake? Remember to kiss. Keep it short and simple, especially if you're building landing page for opt-in or squeeze page funnels. Remember to keep it short and simple. Apply the rule of clarity, focus on your main objective, and remove everything that does not directly contribute to people taking action toward your goal. Rule of clarity and focus on your main objective. Okay? And for the copy, paano nyo malalaman if you need long copy or short copy? All right. Sometimes it depends on the price of your offers. For example, if it's free, you really don't need like a long sales page if you're offering something for free. But if you're offering something high ticket, let's say it's 997 to 997, of course you need longer copy kasi you need to address their doubts, you need to address their questions, you need to explain the benefit of the program, you need the hook story, offer, and things like that. So you might need longer copy depending on your offer. Okay. And lastly, you don't measure landing page performance because there are times now once you launch your landing page or your funnels, you think that's the end of it. This is live, my funnel is live, my work is done. That's it, right? But your landing page is never done. You need continuous optimization, but you won't be able to do it unless you track your conversion, right? And how to avoid this mistake? Set a benchmark. Even before launching, even before you go live, set benchmark. So for example, for the opt-ins, I want 40%. If I hit 40%, that means that I'm hitting my goal. My landing page is performing really well. But if I hit 20%, that means that's so. It's okay, but it's not really hitting my goal. If I hit 10%, that it's absolutely bad. I need to update, I need to change the headline, I need to change the copy and things like that. So if you don't imagine, if you don't set benchmark, if you launch your funnels and you hit 30%, you don't have any idea, is this working? Is how is this conversion really good at 30%? Is it bad? Is it good or whatnot? Because you don't have any benchmarks, don't have any basis. But if you set benchmarks, you'd know exactly if your landing page is performing. If it's not performing, you'll know exactly, right? And once you have your landing page up and running, make sure to keep track of your conversions. Build, measure, learn, repeat. Again, build, measure, learn, repeat, right? Because you can only improve what you can measure. If you're not measuring it, if you're not tracking it, then how can you improve it, right? So remember to set benchmarks and to keep track of your conversions. Okay? Any questions? Parang that's the end of our ano na, of our lesson. Just a quick recap lang. Um, we talked about funnel. So simply put, the funnel is a sales process and a landing page is a standalone website or a standalone web page, sorry, that is created specifically for a marketing or advertising campaign. ClickFunnels, it's my favorite tool. It's a simple drag and drop software you can use to build websites and funnels. And of course, the 8-point ClickFunnels, CF stands for ClickFunnels. First one is to check custom CSS, make sure it's empty, save, update SEO metadata, set your brand fonts or typography, wireframe, change the font size, mass upload all your images, and save templates. And we talked about the 10, sorry, the 10 key elements of successful landing pages: rule of visibility, rule of repetition, rule of trust and authority, rule of scarcity, hook story offer, rule of reduced friction, rule of standout design, rule of variety, rule of reciprocity, rule of clarity, how to apply these principles, and the biggest landing pages mistakes and how to avoid them. So we talked about all of those things. And if you'll apply everything that we've talked about when you build landing pages, it will absolutely help you build funnels super fast. Especially if you apply the 8-point click funnel system and these success elements or these success patterns, then it can absolutely help you build funnels faster. Okay. So that's that. That's the entire lessons na over natin. Any questions that you might have?
Okay, question from Raymond Mapalad. That
Sure.
one objective, it doesn't necessarily have to be a call to action type of objective, does it?
Yes, kasi when it comes to your objective, for example, you want them to watch a video, right? So that could be your objective. Or if you want them to sign up for a lead magnet, or you want them to purchase a product. So those are some examples of your objective. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a call to action type of objective. So that's a yes.
Okay. Saan po ito makita or do we set up pa po yun? The cold and hot traffic, ma'am.
Okay, so when it comes to traffic temperatures, kasi you'll know that naman eh. Kunwari, you're using Facebook pixels, right? Kunwari naka-install yan sa websites ninyo, or let's say if you run ads on a video tapos naka-pixel siya, so you would know. For example, those people who watch your video, magiging hindi na sila, kumare magiging warm traffic na sila because they already know about you. Kasi those cold traffic, simple lang yung tina-target mo. Once you target them and they watch your video, they'll turn into a warm traffic. All right? So pag warm traffic na sila, you can retarget them and you can show them an opt-in page where they can download something for free. So once they've downloaded that freebie, and let's say you have a tripwire. A tripwire is somewhere you can offer a low cost product. For example, a $7 checklist or a $7 video where they can learn more about the topic. So if they purchase that, then they'll turn into a hot traffic na. So if they're a hot traffic, then you can upsell them to a much higher product or service, right? So matatrack mo naman yun. Or if you're using, let's say, if you use email autoresponder, let's say Active Campaign. right? You can also track your traffic sources depending dun sa ginagamit mo na softwares. Okay?
Okay, from Monica, how to test for the score?
How to test for the score? I don't know exactly what does that mean, pero I think that's the for ClickFunnels kung ano yung stats. So if sa ClickFunnels, it's super simple kasi they have this stats. Ano, I don't know if you guys can see my screen. I think yeah, there you go. So in ClickFunnels, you just need to go to stats and then you'll see your conversions. All right. So for example, eto wala 'to kasi dito naka-live. So for example, how many views, how many converted, you'll see it inside your ClickFunnels dashboard. Alright? Pakita ko sa inyo if, let's say, ito, para may makita kayong data. So for example, if you click the stats, tapos i-filter out niyo siya, for example, the entire August, from August 1 to 7. So you'll see how many purchased, how many downloaded, how many opt-ins. So with ClickFunnels, it's super simple. Hindi nyo na kailangan ng other tools or softwares. Okay?
Okay, Ed, I am new to this concept, but I am eager to learn. Can you please tell me some steps to learn funnel designing?
Okay. So whenever someone asks me about where they can learn more about funnel design or funnel building, I always recommend them to get in touch with funnel designers. All right. Because when you get in touch with other funnel designers, other funnel builders, you'll learn more. So you'll get to know what they do on a daily basis para you'd know if you'll be confident or you'll be comfortable doing that on the daily basis as well. You'll know if you can make a career out of it. All right. But if you're eager to learn, you can join my free group. That's Funnel Builders Club PH. That's on Facebook. You can search that. And we normally do free trainings. We have free resources that you can access inside my private Facebook group. And don't forget about YouTube. There's a lot of resources. But I recommend to follow like one or two people lang. Kasi the more people you follow, the more resources you follow, the more confused you'll be. Kasi different personalities, different people, they have different strategies, they have different tools. So I recommend that you follow one or two lang.
Okay, from Miss Melba. Every time po na magbi-build ng funnel, need po ba na naka-set up siya for CP or laptop?
Yes, you need to set it up for both. Kasi like we've talked about kanina, mostly ng mga tao ngayon, they do transactions over their mobile device. So it's best na your designs and your landing pages are built or responsive sila for desktop and for mobile. That's best practice.
Miss Rice, I see some people using other software. Someone post like Photoshop. I guess Photoshop or Photostop. What's the
Photoshop.
difference?
Photoshop. I think that's Photoshop, no? So,
Yeah.
Photoshop kasi, you can use it to create mock-ups or to create wireframes, create, like design, but it's not a funnel builder software. That's the difference. The ClickFunnels is a funnel builder software where you can literally build websites and funnels. Photoshop is for design purposes. If you want to build mock-ups and things like that, then you can use Photoshop. So there's a huge difference.
Once more, thank you, Miss Raisa, for joining us. And guys, if you have questions, Miss Raisa, would you be so kind to answer them in your LinkedIn account
Oh,
if
sure,
they'll
sure.
message you in
Yeah, you can send them a
LinkedIn?
message naman.
Okay, so connect with Miss Raisa and Miss Raisa will answer some of your questions. Thanks, Miss Raisa.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thank
everyone. Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Have a great weekend. Thank you.